Let's be real. Are there really any straight people left in this world? I mean, really think about it. To be honest, the way that I see it is if our world wasn't as judgmental as it is, I think that a lot of people, including men, would be a lot more open to exploring their sexuality. And that's just the reality of it. So, as a Latina, yes, I was one of those that came from a very strict household. Like that shit just was not allowed. Mind you, I came out when I was 14. She thought it was a phase at the time, and so did the rest of my family. But even after I came out, I still can close my eyes and think back to the emotions that I felt when I felt trapped. When I felt like I couldn't be myself, when I felt like I was being judged, when I felt like my whole entire family was abandoning me, for the simple fact that I wanted to be able to love who I want to love. And mind you, I wasted so many years of my life doing that. Oh my God, but you have kids. Yes. And my kids were actually used to bully me, to manipulate me into thinking that my kids weren't going to be successful, that my kids were going to be bullied, that my kids were going to have such a horrible life because I was going to show up with a woman to school one day and everybody was going to talk shit. Well, that wasn't true. None of it was true. So I'm going to put something into perspective for you, and I really want you to adapt this into your life if you can. You have to really discover the art of not giving a fuck. There's a book out there. There's a YouTube video on that. Look it up. The Art of Not Giving a Fuck. And it's a analogy and a statement that truly impacted my life, honestly. Because guess what? We spend most of our life people pleasing. Think about it. We choose careers based off of our parents. We choose certain paths based off of approval and just trying to make everybody proud, and we literally allow people, their opinion, their assumptions, their traditions to mold us. And guess what? You are now 80 years old thinking to yourself, holy shit. Is this really who I am? I don't want you to be 80 years old thinking about the coulda, shoulda, wouldas. Now, mind you, if you go and explore the opportunity of a woman, which, mind you, most of them aren't any better than men, FYI, sorry to break it to you, there can be some very, very toxic women, immature. That's a whole other topic. But if you go and actually take that leap of faith and see that somebody is capable of loving you, of treating you with respect, of supporting you the way that you want to be supported, why the fuck not? As a mother, one of the first things that I did was set the tone for my kids. Since they were very little, y'all don't have to come out to me. I don't care. As long as you take the approach of becoming the person that you want to receive, as long as that person respects you, has morals, is disciplined, loves you unconditionally, and treats you like the motherfucking king or queen that you are, I don't care what their gender is. I really don't. We waste so many years of our lives living for others to the point that we allow people to also determine who we get to love. I get it for the younger generation that obviously probably still financially depends on their parents or whatever their case might be. That's a whole other conversation. But I'm specifically speaking to the women that have their own everything. Your own house, you pay your own bills, you don't depend on a fucking single soul to help you out with anything. What are you so afraid of besides judgment? Because at the end of the day, those that are around you should be loving you and supporting you unconditionally. I believe that setting the tone, not only for relationships, but also those platonic relationships in your life, whether it be friends, family, your bestie, your aunt, your tia, your uncle, whoever the fuck it is, those people should also have standards to meet. And I think that that's where a lot of people fuck up. That's why I don't have no friends. Because I do. I'm like, no, you gonna treat me right. You're not gonna take advantage of me. You're gonna step the fuck up. You're gonna know how to properly communicate. You know what I'm saying? I have that same exact expectation from my partners to my kids to my friends to my family. And yes, baby, it can be a very lonely road because you're gonna feel misunderstood. But then again, there's people like me online that remind you that you're not, and that it's okay to be confused, and it's okay to want to explore, and it's okay to want to love. That's it. That's all it boils down to. That's all we want at the end of the day, to be loved, to be appreciated, to be full of joy, to explore, to travel, to be financially free. Like, it's the simple things that are literally the most, these days, unachievable because people get in their fucking heads. Y'all give too much of a fuck. Stop caring. Try it once. Give yourself a year. I'm telling you, give yourself a year to stop giving a fuck about what people think, say, opinion, assumptions, whatever the case. Don't even wait, girl. If you pay your own bills, don't even worry about explaining yourself to a single fucking soul. Give yourself a year to choose you, to be selfish, to love who you want to love. Shit, you can even go as far as changing careers. Well, I don't care. Figure yourself out. Anything that brings you joy, peace, love, happiness gravitates towards that because people spend a fucking lifetime searching for it. So if it's right in front of you, why not take full advantage? Some things don't come twice in this world.